Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. Got home a little bit earlier than I thought. It's about 5 p.m. right now, going a quarter to 5. And we had a wonderful weekend with the amateur radio group. What the field day has to do with is setting up our amateur radio stations off the electric grid. And we operate from solar power, battery power, and generator power to demonstrate that we can handle communication if things should fail, if the system should fail. But here we go. We're moving into week 7. We're coming down to the wire here. I know some of you are probably looking forward to the next term, and there is an overlap in the summer. It's not very much fun, but we can do this. You have a single assignment this week and a single major assignment next week, and I want you to enjoy them both. You understand that this course is a little bit schizophrenic in that it's about curriculum and all the foundations of curriculum, but it's also about your literature review. And for this week coming, it is also about a particular formatting for presenting information. And I would like to stress that here, because what you're going to be doing is a typical graduate school assignment surrounding curriculum, the foundations of curriculum from chapters 5, 6, and 7 in the text. But you are going to be doing a PowerPoint presentation, and I want you to really focus on that, because how you present what it is you know to the people that you lead, when you get into that leadership position where you would like to present to a grouping of people, the PowerPoint comes in quite often. And how you craft the PowerPoint will be a very key reflection of what kind of educator you are, what kind of leader you are. Whether you're wasting people's time with a mass of information that you actually are giving them in writing. Okay, you give them the PowerPoint slides, and then you read the slides to them, and then you expect them to go away and become better either teachers or administrators or whatever. Okay, so for this week, the synthesis PowerPoint is actually also sort of split. You are going to be drawing together chapters 5, 6, and 7 from your text. And please use that as what is going to be coming up on the screen. There's a cat out here. One of the grandchildren has a new cat, and it's meowing. I got to keep going here. Okay, you're making a synthesis presentation from chapters 5, 6, and 7. And chapters 5, of course, is very clear to see what each of the chapters covers. Content and performance in chapter 5. Likewise, again, the issues of standards. Chapter 6 is all about technology. And then chapter 7, emerging trends in assessment, which is also part of the standards piece. If we have standards, we also have to assess whether we're reaching them. I would really encourage you, as you do the PowerPoint presentation, that you focus on the summary portions of the chapters, and then draw those 3 chapters together. And a synthesis means drawing the parts to make a whole that is worth more and greater value than any of the individual parts. Okay, but the main thing where you can lose some point, I know you're going to do a good job with this. You know how to read text and how to translate it into a presentation, but you're going to do it in a PowerPoint. And the lesson for you to learn today, or this week rather, is about the nature of a PowerPoint. That it should be visually compelling, okay, gathering and engaging your audience, a hook of some kind to get them to really be engaged with what it is you're saying and what it is you're bringing to them. And then the details of what it is you're presenting about chapters 5, 6, and 7. Your summary, synthesis, and the synthesis is drawing them all together. The details are in your speaker's notes. Okay, if you look at the PowerPoint rubric, the synthesis presentation rubric, it is very clear in the middle section here about proficient, and in the developing portion of the rubric about the things that, if we see this in your final project, your synthesis project, where there are no images, where there's too much material on the screen, you're making a PowerPoint that is not compelling then. Okay, and you'll lose points. You'll lose 20 to 30 points out of these 125 simply from the formatting, from the design of the slides. Okay, the design of the slides. If you don't put something in the speaker's notes, you're going to lose 20, 30 points right there, because you're going to be putting something on the screen, which will be probably text. You'll write a paper and then translate the paper into the slides in text, and then expect that you would stand in front of an audience and read this text to them off of the screens as they follow along in the packet that you've given them, which is a usually a compilation of the slides on your program in your project, right, in your presentation. Okay. Some people ask about how many slides. I would say don't ever produce a PowerPoint that goes much over 15 to 20 slides. Okay, if you're going over 30, you're really going to wear your audience out. Okay, and so like I say, arrange this to suit your understanding of those 3 chapters. Draw them together, but make it visually appealing and engaging. Okay, you'll get full points for that. Then that's all I have to say for today. This assignment is a key assignment, but summarizing 3 chapters is not the important part about it. Is how you do that summary and then present it in an engaging manner. Okay, for earlier in this course you had a synthesis paper. It's the typical presentation of graduate school students. PowerPoints are the typical presentations of leaders who know what they're doing and who draw their audiences forward. Alrighty, looking ahead, make sure you're working on your literature review. That's the other half of this course. We have curriculum, we have literature review. Make sure you look at the notes that I made on your earlier evaluation of a literature review. And as you evaluated that literature review, look to your literature review in week 8 as being a reflection of the best of what you could have seen in that earlier evaluation of literature review. That's enough for me for today. I hope you're doing well. Any questions, put it in the Ask Dr. Phenix column there in the discussion board. And I hope you have a good week this week. And I hope also that you're not going to be too stressed about the transition between summer term B and D. And likewise for myself, I have another class coming up next term. I hope you're doing well. I think you're doing well. It looks that way, and we'll see you next time, Lord willing. Bye-bye.